Welcome to Vision Vested, where we decode the subtle language of human connection and the hidden psychology behind physical attraction. Have you ever wondered why some hugs feel purely platonic, while others instantly ignite a spark of deep, intense attraction? The difference between a polite social gesture and a magnetic pull lies entirely in the microscopic adjustments you make today. We are going to explore 6 specific techniques involving pressure, placement, and timing that will transform how you connect physically. Most people operate on autopilot during greetings, but mastering these subtle cues allows you to communicate confidence without saying words. It is not about the grand gestures, but rather the microscopic adjustments in pressure, timing, and placement of your hands. When you execute these moves correctly, you bypass the logical brain and speak directly to the primal instincts of attraction. Let us begin this journey of transformation, moving from awkward social encounters to moments of genuine, undeniable, and magnetic chemistry. The first major shift involves the lower back anchor, a technique that redefines the boundaries of personal space and intimacy. In standard social hugs, we tend to aim for the upper shoulders, creating a safe A-frame shape that signals friendship. This posture keeps the vital organs and lower body distant, subconsciously telling the other person that this is purely platonic. To break this pattern, you must lower your dominant hand to the small of the back, right above the waist. This placement is crucial because it is structurally supportive and allows you to control the embrace with stability and strength. By anchoring here, you signal that you are not afraid to occupy her personal space in a confident, masculine way. The key is firmness without aggression. Your hand should feel like a solid wall that she can safely lean against. This simple adjustment instantly changes the dynamic from two friends greeting to a man taking charge of the interaction. It creates a sensation of being grounded, which is psychologically comforting and highly attractive to the feminine energy of reception. Notice how this position forces both of you to stand closer, naturally breaking down the physical barrier of the A-frame. Use this technique when you want to establish a baseline of romantic potential without being overtly aggressive or too forward. The lower back anchor is your foundation. It tells the story of a man who is stable, confident, and ready. Now we escalate to the shoulder blade draw, a method designed to eliminate the remaining space between your two bodies. Even with the lower back hold, there might still be distance between your upper bodies, creating a sense of hesitation. Use your free hand to cup the shoulder blade, not the top of the shoulder, but the flat bone behind. Apply a gentle, steady pressure to draw her closer to you, signaling that you want her fully in your space. Do not yank or pull abruptly. That triggers a resistance reflex and makes the interaction feel forced or even dangerous. Think of it as a magnetic pull, a slow invitation that allows her to melt into you at her pace. When the gap closes, the heart centers align, creating a powerful biological feedback loop of warmth and shared intimacy. This technique transforms the hug from a side-by-side greeting into a fully immersive experience where the outside world disappears. She will naturally rest her head on your shoulder, a sign of surrender and comfort that only happens with trust. The shoulder blade draw is about removing hesitation, showing her that you desire closeness and are willing to initiate it. It is the difference between standing near someone and being with someone. It is the physical manifestation of desire. Moving to a more advanced level, the neck whisper targets one of the most biologically vulnerable areas of the body. The neck is an area rich in nerve endings and vital arteries, making it a zone of high biological protection. By placing your hand on the back of her neck or weaving fingers into her hair, you signal absolute trust. This gesture must be incredibly gentle. It is a caress, not a grip, evoking a sense of being cherished. When you touch this area, the brain releases dopamine, creating a rush of pleasure that is associated directly with you. Combine this touch with a soft whisper or simply the warmth of your breath to amplify the sensory impact. It triggers a primal response similar to grooming in nature, fostering a deep sense of bonding and care between partners. Never grab or restrict movement here. The goal is to cradle and protect, not to dominate or control forcefully. When she tilts her head back or leans into your hand, she is subconsciously showing you her vulnerability and submission. The neck whisper is the bridge between a friendly hug and an intimate encounter, establishing a profound level of trust. Once the gap is closed and trust is established, we introduce hip recognition, a move that clarifies sexual attraction immediately. While the lower back is safe, the hips are an explicitly romantic zone that signals desire rather than just comfort. Placing your hands here allows you to guide her movement and aligns your lower bodies in a very suggestive way. This position naturally leads to swaying or moving together, synchronizing your physical rhythms and creating a shared feedback loop. It is a bold statement that says you see her as a woman, not just a friend, removing all ambiguity. Use this only when the previous steps have been well received. It requires a foundation of comfort to be effective. Hip recognition is the physical declaration of intent. It changes the context from friendly support to romantic pursuit instantly. A slight squeeze here communicates passion and intensity that words simply cannot convey in the heat of the moment. This technique escalates the interaction, ensuring that she knows exactly where she stands with you and what you want. The fifth element is the temporal stretch, which leverages the power of time to alter brain chemistry and emotional bonding. The average social hug lasts about 3 seconds, just enough to say hello, but not enough to trigger chemistry. The temporal stretch changes everything, because a hug lasting over 12 seconds triggers oxytocin and lowers cortisol levels in the brain. By holding the embrace longer than expected, you force the brain to switch from social autopilot to deep feeling. You will notice her breathing slow down and sync with yours, a phenomenon known as physiological resonance or mirroring. When you feel the natural urge to let go, stay for just 2 more heartbeats to deepen the impact. This extended duration creates a bubble of intimacy, making the outside world fade away until only you two exist. She will step back feeling calmer, happier, and significantly more connected to you than she was just moments ago. Time is a tool. Use the temporal stretch to turn a fleeting greeting into a memorable and chemical experience. Finally, the released linger ensures that breaking the embrace becomes just as memorable and impactful as the hug itself was. Most men break contact abruptly, severing the connection and leaving the woman feeling cold or dismissed in that instant. Instead, let your hands slide slowly down her arms as you pull away, maintaining physical contact until the very last second. This creates friction and a sense of reluctance to let go, which is incredibly flattering and romantically charged. Keep your eyes locked on hers during this retreat. The visual connection should remain even as the physical one fades. It leaves a ghost touch sensation on her skin, keeping you in her mind long after you have stepped away. These 6 techniques, from the lower back anchor to the release linger, work together to create a powerful narrative. You are telling a story of confidence, safety, desire, and intimacy without needing to utter a single spoken word. Mastering the art of the hug is not about manipulation. It is about maximizing the depth of your human connections. Master these 6 techniques to transform your embrace into a powerful tool of connection. Thank you for watching Vision Vested. Remember to practice these steps consciously until they become your natural instinct. See you in the next insightful video. Even in casual settings, a brief version of the shoulder draw can add warmth to your friendships and family bonds. People may not remember exactly what you said to them, but they will always remember exactly how you made them feel. Touch is our first language, and refining it allows you to speak directly to the soul of another person. In a world that is increasingly digital and distant, the power of a genuine, grounded embrace is more valuable than ever. Vision Vested is committed to helping you navigate the complexities of modern relationships with psychology and practical, actionable advice. Review these 6 steps. Anchor the back, draw the shoulder, whisper the neck, recognize hips, stretch time, linger release. Take the time to internalize these movements so they flow naturally rather than feeling like a rehearsed checklist of actions. Practice your posture and hand placement in the mirror to ensure you project confidence rather than hesitation or awkwardness. A great hug sets the tone for the entire interaction, making conversation flow easier and establishing a positive feedback loop. Each technique builds upon the last, creating a cumulative effect that is far more powerful than any single move alone. We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments which of these techniques you find most effective. If you found value in this breakdown, check out our other videos on eye contact and nonverbal communication mastery. Small changes in your behavior create ripples that extend far beyond the moment, shaping how people perceive and remember you. Your body language is a broadcast signal. Ensure you are transmitting the message you intend to send to the world. Think of a hug as a momentary dance. You lead, she follows, and together you create a moment of harmony. Avoid the rhythmic back patting, as this is a universal signal to release and can kill the romantic mood instantly. Also avoid the hover hand. Commit to the touch, or do not do it at all, as hesitation breeds awkwardness. The perfect embrace balances strength with tenderness, dominance with protection, and desire with respect for her boundaries and comfort. As we conclude, remember that attraction is not magic. It is a skill that can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Thank you for investing your time with Vision Vested. Go out there, apply these secrets, and become truly unforgettable. While we focused on touch, remember that scent plays a crucial role when you are in such close proximity. A subtle, masculine fragrance can anchor the memory of your hug in her mind, triggering recall whenever she smells it. Preparation is key. When you feel good about your appearance and hygiene, your confidence in the embrace will naturally skyrocket. Think of these techniques as a way to turn up the temperature of the interaction without saying a provocative word. The goal is not just physical arousal, but emotional connection that makes her feel safe, seen, and truly desired by you. Visualize the interaction before it happens. See yourself moving smoothly, placing your hands correctly, and releasing with lingering grace. In a crowded room, a perfect hug creates a private sanctuary, a secret moment shared only between the two of you. These principles apply everywhere, whether you are saying goodbye at a subway station or greeting her at a formal gala. The biggest mistake is rushing. Nervousness makes us speed up, but confidence allows us to slow down and savor the moment. Control the tempo of the hug, and you control the tempo of the entire interaction and the energy between you. When you lead with confidence, you give her permission to respond with equal intensity, creating a loop of mutual attraction. Pay attention to her feet. If they are pointed towards you during the hug, she is fully engaged in the moment. If she moves her hands to your neck or hair, it is a green light that she welcomes your advances. If she pats your back, respect the signal and release immediately. Pushing past resistance will destroy the trust you built. Respecting her boundaries actually increases attraction, as it shows you are socially calibrated and attentive to her nonverbal cues. You are guiding her on an emotional journey from apprehension to trust, and finally to excitement and romantic desire. Physical connection opens the door for emotional connection, making your conversations deeper, more honest, and much more engaging. Be the magnet that aligns the energy of the interaction, drawing her in with steady, calm, and purposeful masculine energy. Your internal state matters. If you are anxious, she will feel it. Breathe deep, relax your body, and proceed. Calm confidence is contagious. When you are grounded, she can relax her guard and step into her feminine energy. The hug is often just the beginning. It can seamlessly transition into holding hands or other forms of physical touch. Above all, be authentic. These techniques are vehicles for your genuine desire, not tricks to deceive or manipulate someone. When your intent is pure and your technique is polished, you create moments that resonate in the heart forever. Remember the holy trinity of the perfect hug: the right pressure, the correct placement, and the perfect amount of time. Share this video with a friend who needs to upgrade their greeting game and help us spread the knowledge. We enjoy bringing you this content and hope you have fun experimenting with these techniques in your own life. Vision Vested is your partner in personal development. We are dedicated to giving you the vision to succeed in life. Thank you for watching until the very end. Your dedication to self-improvement puts you ahead of 90% of men. Stay tuned for our upcoming series on voice modulation and eye contact. Until then, stay confident and stay connected. This has been a Vision Vested production. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We will see you next time.